Hey everybody, this is Tom with The Board Gamer. Today we're going to do a quick overview and review for this game. If you want the full how-to, go ahead and click this icon up here or the link in the description. Now let's get into it. Horrified is a 1 to 5 player game for ages 10 and up, with the average gameplay length of 1 hour, published by Ravensburg. The object of Horrified is to work together with your fellow players to defeat any and all monsters to save the village before the terror track gets too high or the monster deck gets depleted. If either happens, the game is over and the monsters have overrun the village. I want to start by saying how pleasantly surprised I was that I enjoyed this game. I'm really not one for licensed franchises. They really tend to mess up games, especially video games. Thankfully, even though the monsters are licensed by Universal Studios, these monsters are old enough and iconic enough to be recognized without the brand name. Now, this is a casual game made for mass accessibility, but I think there's enough here to keep other gamers interested as well. I enjoy how each monster plays and the variety it brings to each and every game you play with them. Not to mention how each player has a different number of actions, which really makes the cooperativeness of this game shine. This is a true co-op, and I really welcome that. Now, majority of the components for Horrified are made really well. For instance, the player badges are made with a very thick cardboard, as well as these item tokens are made with that same thick cardboard, which makes them very durable. Not to mention the art on some of these cards is very whimsical, but not too cartoony. However, I will say the monsters, on the other hand, are very cheaply made. The plastic is very malleable, and the colors used make you lose a lot of the detail on the monsters themselves. I would not be surprised if some people have opened this game new and have had some broken monsters inside. It just sort of seems like the monsters were an afterthought, which doesn't make sense since they are the main focus of the game. But that aside, the rest of the game is made fairly well. For Horrified being a casual game, it was made for easy accessibility, and I think it achieved that. It's an easy game to teach and learn. I never really found a part of the game which I found difficult to understand. It's straightforward, but not in a hand-holding way. It's more of a well-designed way. And the monsters also have different complexity levels, which allows you to add more of a challenge by which monster you decide to go with. Now, for replayability, I believe Horrified has a replayability limit. Now, don't misunderstand, I think you can get a good amount of games out of this. But I do find if you play with every monster combination multiple times, you'll get to a point where you've kind of run out of variety. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't play it. For example, when I'm buying a game, I like to take the amount of time I have fun playing the game and weigh it against its cost. If the amount of fun greatly outweighs that cost, then I consider it a pretty good game. And I honestly believe that there's enough replayability in this game to not deter anyone from purchasing it. Now, when talking about theming, this whole game kind of reminds me of old movies like Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy or Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Yeah, there's monsters. Yeah, everybody's scared. But if everything goes well, no one will get hurt. It's family friendly and the theme goes with it. Now, this family friendly theme may not be for everyone, but again, I think this game was made for as many people as it possibly could. Whether you like this theme, I think the game captures it well enough and plays it out nicely. Now, in comparing luck and strategy, I wholeheartedly believe that this is a strategy game, especially in the cooperative aspect. When playing, sometimes it's better to let yourself get knocked out and sent to the hospital, especially when you have a lot of items that you can use to defeat the other monsters. Or even sometimes, it's better to have one of the players go out and be bait for the monster and lure them in so that way they can use up their items that aren't useful in this game. This is a cooperative game, so how you strategize determines your success. Now, luck does come into play when drawing monster cards and rolling dice, but I don't think it's enough to truly alter the fact that this is a strategy game. All that being said, this board gamer says don't be scared to try out Horrified. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified about new videos. If you're bored now, click this for more games.